Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? I'm good. How are you?
Good, brother. I can hear you. I just can't see you yet.
There you go.
Let me see.
Let me see here. Allowing access to camera. Unable to access camera.
Okay. No
It
big.
says allow Zoom to access your camera. Oh, I gotta go to the settings for a minute. It's not gonna take a while. It's not gonna take long.
Okay. How's things going though, man?
It's good. I'm good.
Good. What
It's
state are you calling me out of?
it's Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. You born and raised there?
Nah, I was born and raised in Jersey.
Okay, cool. What's Penn State looking like this year?
It's looking good. It's peaceful here. I
What's the
like
fo-
it here.
what are you a college football fan? What's the college football team looking like down there?
You know, no, I'm not too much into the college football stuff.
Okay, I
Uh,
got you.
I'm more into
Cool, man.
like the UFC and stuff like that.
Okay, you're into the ground and pound and beating up folks, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
I got
That's my sport of choice right there.
I got you, man. So I was looking over your notes now. You're currently in like a manufacturing company, is that correct? Can you hear me okay? You there?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. There you go.
Um,
You can hear me? There you
yeah,
go.
I
Yeah.
got you now. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. There he is.
Yeah.
Big Dave in the house. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it.
The
Let's do
next
this.
Ultimate Fighter, right? Cool. So I don't know if you heard me, but I think I saw in your notes you're over at a manufacturing company. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. It's called Deca Batteries. So I work for, I manufacture batteries and stuff like that.
How long you been doing that?
I just hit my year, to be honest. The
Let's,
6th of this month hit my year.
cool. So
Yeah.
what got you interested in wanting to get in that field?
So pretty much I look for the job that, pays fairly well. I always like the physically demanding jobs and stuff like that. So I just chose that one. For before that one, I was working at Amazon. But
Okay.
Amazon wasn't paying too well. So I had to, with all the bills I had accumulating, I had to move over to East Penn. It's East Penn Manufacturing Decker Batteries.
I got you. Okay, very cool. So, why the transition to the online space? Like, what makes us want to go that route and get out of like manufacturing warehouse work?
Honestly, because I started to notice something like the 9 to 5 is not working for me. One because it's the financial situation isn't, it isn't what's the word I'm looking for? It isn't meeting up to my life right now. Um, I want to work online because, oh, not only that, for the fitness as well, because, that's my passion, working out and stuff like that. And I don't only want to start a business that benefits myself, but also benefits others. Like I always had that desire. So I wanted to start um, online business. I always thought about it, but now I'm really now I feel like I want to do this. I feel like I want to, progress with this.
I got you. So, what do you feel like why do you feel like this is gonna be the ultimate source that's gonna bring you that fulfillment, that happiness, and provide that financial freedom?
Because it's pretty much it has been a strong passion for me, getting people to become their greatest physical basically to unlock their best physical aspect of like their greatest potential of themselves physically. I wanted to help people do that as well as bring value to myself.
Yeah,
You know,
100%. I love that. Now, do you have any like current certifications, any past experience with training, anything like that?
no,
Cool. That's not a
that's
problem. We actually provide an optional certification at no additional charge. So it's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. It allows you to feel a little bit more qualified, provide more value to your clients. So that'll be thrown in there as well as part of this as well. So pretty cool there. Goal wise, I know you mentioned that you wanted to hit 5 to 10K a month. Overall, long term vision, how big are we trying to make this thing?
as big as I could. I want to go for the gusto. I want to go as far as I can to make as much as I can.
So no cap essentially, right?
Yes, no, yeah.
Cool. Now, as far as some context on how to get you to your goals, industry averages per person for online coaching, anywhere between 250 a month on the very low end up to 500 per month on the upper end per client. Okay. So let's just say you're right around 400 bucks on average you're charging a client. If you had 25 clients, that gets you that 10K a month. So very doable, right? If you want to hit, that 5K a mark threshold, that's more like depending what you're charging, anywhere between like 4 to 5 clients. So it happens relatively quick. Okay. Think about that. All right. So 4 to 5, anywhere between, 4 to 25 clients to hit those overall goals in a world full of billions of people. Simple. Right. Now, we mentioned now we don't want to have any cap on that. What are we currently making at the manufacturing company at where you're at right now?
So every paycheck so it depends on how much batteries we produce. So on average, it's about, excuse me, like 840 a week, 840 a week, roughly
Gotcha.
around like 3,000 a month,
Okay,
I guess.
cool. And you guys get paid weekly then, is that correct?
Yes.
So okay, so you're just over 3,300 a month.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Awesome. All right. So outside of that, biggest challenge you put down systems, business structure. Is there anything else that we feel like we might be struggling with? Maybe some mindset issues, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, any of that stuff?
Well, just basically keeping track of everything, like on how to, manage my clients, how to build my clients, how to get clients, how to keep them, what's the word I'm looking for? Interested in a way in my,
I gotcha.
let me see, trying to fill in all the blanks here with myself. Just, just keeping afloat with this, I honest because one thing about me, I like challenges. So I feel like if I don't go for a challenge, I'll never know how to overcome that challenge. So I feel like this will be a major challenge for me, and I feel like I could do it with the proper help and mentoring.
I like it. So kind of what you feel like you need is going to be some guidance, step-by-step game plan, some accountability.
Yes, that's perfect way to put it.
Gotcha. Cool. Now, what have we tried on your own outside this? Are we like the first steps of you actually reaching out and trying to obtain this possible reality? Have you already done some research? What have you done so far?
So I looked at some of Chad's videos, on how to on recruiting friends of mine, so I watched this video that I really liked. He said one mistake that he's made in 2023 was not going for enough friends that were on higher status than him. So I think the same way. I feel like I have to have friends that are a higher status than me that I could learn from them as well. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
love that, man. Now, in the next 4 to 6 months, where would you like to see yourself differently than where you're currently at with your life?
that's a good question. So the next 4 to 6 months, I look to be out of the 9 to 5 completely, and just living comfortably, I just, for my family, providing for my son, being able to not, excuse me, not worry about reporting to my job, my workplace, stuff like that, and being able to wake up knowing that I can bring value to someone, like waking up knowing, oh, I have someone to help out today, or I have someone to elevate them to their physical potential today. Just wake up with that mind, with that in my mind, rather than waking up knowing that I have to report to a 9 to 5 that's not doing it for me financially.
Yeah, so it sounds like we want a lot of financial freedom so we can provide for our son, but more importantly, so we can feel like alive again, right? Versus just going through the motions on the day-to-day monotonous activities, providing value for others, providing value for yourself, feeling accomplished, feeling confident,
Yeah,
and feeling like you're serving your purpose. Is that right?
pretty much. Yeah.
I
Yes.
gotcha. Cool. Let me ask you this. Let's just say everything checks off all the boxes, okay? And you go forward with your online coaching. Let's say you're hitting your goals, hitting 10K a month on a consistent basis. What would the next 6 to 12 months of your life look like?
It'll look it'll look fulfilling pretty much. I feel like I would be where I want, because I feel like God himself, he blessed me with being mentally free. Now I'm physically free. So now that I'm mentally free, I feel like will contribute to me being successful with this, and being physically free will play a big part in being successful with this. So those two together will combine to this desire, which will take me a step further into being financially free. So
I
within the
got you.
next year, I feel like all three aspects will be completely just taken on. And then with that, knowing that I'm free in those three aspects will drive me further into just staying on it, like just being consistent and taking all the knowledge I can, all the mentoring, to just fully just head on, just go right in it and just stay in it.
I love that, man. Do you feel like you're at a point now where you're not willing to settle for anything less than that?
Yeah, I want to. At this point, I just want to go for the gusto.
Cool.
You know,
Let's make that.
yeah. I heard of. See, I look on. I be on Instagram, and for like 5 minutes, I scroll and I see like a lot of because I look into a lot of fitness stuff, so I see a lot of fitness, advertisements and stuff like that. But it's just something about this one that just drew me in. You know what I mean? And Chad hit me up on the DM, and then he asked me, "Am I looking for like a fitness business and stuff like that? Like, am I open to it?" At first, I told him that, to give myself some time. I was like, yeah, basically, like, I may have to think about this, and then something just told me, just go for it. Just go for it. Just no more waiting, no more. Somebody's calling me here. You gotta find that for a minute. Something important. Oh, there you go. So yeah, it was just something was pulling me into it, and I'm just going straight into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I love that. You're ready to take action based upon where you envision yourself versus your current circumstances. Is that right?
Yes.
I love that, man. Cool. Let me do a quick recap and then I'm going to dive in. We're going to show you all the ins and outs of NLCA. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to get you to 10K a month. And then from there, we'll talk about next steps. Cool.
Cool.
All right. So we are in Pennsylvania right now. You're working at a manufacturing company like preparing batteries. The main reason why we want to be here is we want to leave our 9 to 5. We want more financial freedom. We want to be able to do things on our own terms when we want, how we want. But more importantly, we want to provide value for ourselves and the ones that we care about, and just, other individuals in general. Our goal is to hit 5 to 10K a month, but we have no cap on earning potential. Right now, we're bringing in roughly around 3,300 per month. So we know just to replace that alone, we need roughly around 4 clients. Ideally, like 25 clients to hit that 10K a month threshold. Biggest challenges is really all the processes and systems. We're relatively new to this. It's your first time kind of coming in here, just making sure that we provide the proper lead generation, marketing, advertising, make sure we're getting sustainable clients and retentions up. What we tried is watching a lot of Chad's videos. Really, actually, it sounds like you've been praying, kind of listening to what you're supposed to be doing and now following through with those. What we need is guidance, a step-by-step game plan, some accountability. In the next 4 to 6 months, we'd like to be completely removed from the 9 to 5. We'd like to be more financially free, provide a better life for your son and for yourself in general. But more importantly, stop living the day-to-day monotonous activities and actually live your purpose and provide value. In the next 12 months, if we, did this thing the right way, we'd be feeling more fulfilled. We'd be led to be helping others and, having something that is more meaningful and substantial for your family. How'd I do?
Aced it.
All right. I better, man. Cool. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Let me know when you can see this and we're going to party. Cool?
Yes.
All right. Let me know when I'm up.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Perfect. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. This is a big deal. We are accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got an A+. This is the highest standard score you can get. We're also backed by ACE, NASM, and ISSA, which is the 3 biggest certification companies in the world. Now, on the success ladder, we have 2 tiers. We've got the 10K Accelerator. We've got Mastery Level Coach. 10K Accelerator is going to be ideal for you. It's great for individuals who are looking to transition from that 9 to 5. They know that they are destined for more. They want to create some massive impact on the online space. The information is geared to get you from 0 up to 10K per more, up to 10K or more in as little as 4 months. Also provides you a certification if that's needed. Mastery level takes place when you're hitting 10K a month on a consistent basis. Now your focal point changes to that no cap income. So we're talking about removing ourselves from coaching, becoming more of that CEO, leading leaders, so we can kind of step away and grow this business. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool.
Perfect.
Our program is broken up into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do, we want to get you some clients right out the gate first. Then establish a solid business foundation by generating leads organically to maximize your overall reach on all 3 platforms. We'll develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass that 10K per month. On the support side of things, it's going to be second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach. That coach has been through both 10K and mastery level, so they have a 6 or 7 figure business built off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you're at, where you want to be, and the most efficient way to get there. And then you'll have weekly or bi-weekly private coaching, depending on what you feel like is going to be best for you. But this is a great opportunity to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and get very specific instructions on what you need to execute. You'll also be introduced to a private sales coach. So when you're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week, you complete the sales module, we'll introduce you to this individual. They're going to help you overcome those objections, close down those sales calls at a 40% clip or greater. You'll have bi-weekly roster group coaching calls accompanied by 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate a traditional 9 to 5. So this would go over client objection handling, client delivery, marketing, lead generation, mindset issues, even case studies. You'll have bonus bi-weekly group support calls with Chad. You'll have 24/5 tech support. So outside of all those calls, you'll be eligible to talk to your coach 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're contractually obligated to answer every single one of your questions. Now, starting your business is dope. It's exciting. It's amazing. But it does get hard as shit. Sometimes it's overwhelming, to be honest with you. So we've created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation, even journaling sessions, just to ensure you're in a good headspace to move forward with your overall business. Resources, you're going to have that course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method. This will be a game changer for you. Provide done-for-you programming, saves you hours of time each week. It has drop-down menus, whether it's 3-day a week, 4-day a week, 5-day a week, 6-day a week, intermediate, advanced, beginner, whatever. We have something for all of your clients that streamlines your time. We also provide agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements. We do also offer that optional certification at no additional charge. Any questions on all that so far?
So yes, if I have 10 clients,
Mhm.
and how do I coach each client individually? Like the more clients, how do I how do I you know what I'm trying to say? Like the more clients I have, how do I go head on with coaching each one of them?
Yeah,
In-
great question. So you're not coaching them online like as if it was like a one-on-one session. You're creating programs through nutrition and customized workouts for them to execute on their own. Then they'd be checking in with you weekly. Okay. So you're not actually watching them do the exercises. We're going to be more efficient. So that way you can help impact and provide more value to more people versus just sitting there watching one person for an hour. Does that make sense?
yes.
And then based upon where they live, their time zones, we want to start batching out that time. So for instance, if you're Eastern Standard Time, you're going to want to have all of your check-ins with Eastern Standard people. Let's just say maybe Central Standard and Eastern Standard Time, all maybe on an example, Tuesdays. Okay. Maybe your California people or on the Pacific Standard Time, they might be checking in on Wednesdays along with, your MST people, right? So that way you're being more smarter and it's easier to track. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then
So
based upon their specific goals and how they're progressing, you'll just change out their workouts or their protocols based upon their progressions or lack thereof. Does that make sense?
yeah, makes sense.
Pretty simple, right? Easy.
Yeah, yeah. So basically pretty much it's not like a video one-on-one training, no?
Nope. Nope.
So it's like I make videos on certain workouts and stuff like that.
So you would write out, or for instance, you'd use some of that done for you programming, and we'd show you either how to use it on Google Sheets or how to use it on an application, which allows your clients to access that information. They will execute the game plan. However, maybe let's pretend I don't know how to do a reverse lunge as an example. Okay. You might have a link attached to my workout program. So that way I can click on the link and it shows me how to execute it. Or you can create your own video of you doing that as well. Right. So different apps that we show you, you can customize it to make it more you. So it's more brand specific. I don't recommend doing that right off the gate until you have, roughly 20 to 25 clients. Apps are great, but you want to make sure you're bringing in enough money to like compensate for that. So initially, maybe Google Sheets is a great way to save some money, and it still allows you to like click, allows you to like type in, addresses, like an address for them to see like what the workout entails. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
Cool. Now, this is the secret sauce to get you from 0 to 10K. There's 4 phases. Act first is phase 1. So we're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are, what we're about, but we're going to give you specific strategies to implement to get your first couple clients. Phase 2, we're going to set up all your back-end systems. So we want to also make sure you're a fully legal company. We also want to identify what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So these first 2 phases in totality will take you about a month, month and a half tops. These are one-time setups. The rest of the time is going to be in phase 3 and phase 4. So phase 3, we're going to make sure we know how to maximize all 3 platforms, show you how to utilize podcasts, YouTube, all the kind of intricate details there. We'll show you how to maximize WhatsApp community chat for more client engagement, and then we'll show you how to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine tuning, maximizing your sales skills, having consistent client delivery systems, but emphasizing the customer support and client retention to keep people happy for longer periods of time. Any questions on that?
No.
Cool.
So
Now, this is
one question. I'm sorry, pardon me.
Yep.
How long approximately, in your opinion, how long would it take to at least reach at least 25 clients?
That's going to be dependent upon how much of a priority you make this. So the great thing about this is flexible. So if you can dictate 10 to 15 hours a week, you're in a pretty good spot. Okay. If you can dictate 20 hours or more, you're in a dangerously great spot. And yes, I know that you work a 9 to 5, but if you can start, like, for instance, maybe getting more resourceful with your time, waking up a little bit earlier, knocking out a module. How I did it when I was working, I was a master level trainer for 15 years. I would pop in a module on the way to work, and then on the way home, I'd pop in a module when I was doing cardio. So I was very smart on how I was utilizing my time. So by the time I did get home, I was executing whatever as I learned, right? So for you, if you're working your 9 to 5, maybe instead of on lunch break talking to other people, you pop in a module, you listen to it. On the way to work, pop in a module, listen to it, right? So by the time you get home, you're executing. If you wake up an hour earlier, maybe you're spending, 30 to 40 minutes prior to work knocking out a module, right? It's very doable if you prioritize this. So to answer your question, if you're dictating about 15 to 20 hours a week and you are on top of it, so for you to get 25 clients and we're brand new to this and maybe not certified, realistic expectation would probably be about 6 months, I'd say.
Nice.
Now,
So
for you to replace your job, to quit your job, we're talking about significantly less. We're talking about maybe 2.5 months to 3 months. The average individual is quitting their job in about 10.6 weeks, so just over 2.5 months to go full time with their online fitness business. Okay. Now, at the end of 4 months, the average individual, just the average, is making anywhere between 6,500 to 8K per month, which is drastically more than what we're currently making. Okay. So think about that. If we really make this a priority and move forward and take that action that you had talked about, you can easily be making more than what you're currently making in as little as 4 months.
wow. All right.
Now,
I haven't.
go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So what exactly is a module? That's like the
Yep, that's what we're about to dive into next.
okay.
So these right here, it says 34. There's going to be a total of 34 different modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. Okay. So the first step to becoming a full-time coach, we're going to implement 3 different strategies. Okay. The resources we provide for you are already done for you, so it saves us more time. Now, the 10K Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that will help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the course to its fullest capabilities. The Success Roadmap is a 2-part phase. What do we need to do to get to your first goal from 0 to 5K? Then what do we need to do to get from 5 to 10? So there'll be videos, clear expectations on what to do there. Now, based upon your specific goals, we want to implement daily and evening routines, okay? We also know that fear of failure, anxiety, imposter syndrome, those are all natural, normal feelings, but we teach you how to move past that to move forward with your overall business, okay? We've also identified the top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we've provided solutions behind each and every one of these. Now, administration systems and ChatGPT is where things get interesting. Have you started messing around with ChatGPT yet?
What nah, I don't think so. Is that no?
So ChatGPT is kind of like Google on steroids. It's like a high-power virtual assistant. It shows you how to maximize and be more efficient with your time. So we can use this for creating SOPs, content creation ideas, even use it to streamline our nutrition and our programming, okay? Back-end systems will show you how to set up Wave and Strike for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls and apply with you. Then we have True Coach or Trainer Eyes you can upload for all of your programming, all of your nutrition, customize your videos, okay? So the module overview document, there'll be one in each module. You'll click on this. Off to the right is going to be all the videos that are included in this module. Shows you step by step, okay? Now below here, you'll click on the written material. When you click on the written material, this will naturally save to your Google Docs. So as you see, it says NLCA Administration Systems module. This will cover every single thing in this module step by step. Look at that. As long as you know how to read and follow instructions, we're in a good spot, okay? So check this out. If you're a visual learner, let's say you want to set up Wave for payments, you'll click on this video here, hit play. So as you can see, he's showing you where to click, what to type in. It's literally an open book test with the answers circled, highlighted, and red for you. If you can't find the answers, we got big problems, right? It's that simple. Cool. So that's what a module looks like. We're going to do the same thing here for your financial module. So we're going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, examples of business write-offs. All of your business legalities are covered through here. Now, if you're to set up your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company called Taylor Brands. It takes 2 to 3 hours. This way, our time is more efficient. Everything's set up, and we're streamlining the process for you. Target setting, we'll create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision, kind of deep diving into your goals. And then from there, we're going to identify your ideal challenge or what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. Your high ticket offer is established upon your overall length of terms. So we'll help create the structure of your pricing, teach you how to create downsells and discounts when applicable. Any questions on that so far?
So what is there a confirmed time frame where I would get my first client, or that just depends?
So if you're following our processes exactly, our goal for everyone is to get you your first client within the first 2 to 2.5 weeks. Okay. Now we have a lot of people that are actually getting it sooner than that. The average individual that goes through our course, 73% of our students get their first client in month 1. On average, it takes people just 1 week to do so. Okay. So I think I read your messages. You've already got a lot of people kind of asking you questions at work, like, what do you do? What foods are you eating? Stuff like that. Guess who we're going to start targeting first? Those people that are already on your jock, right? Those people that are already showing you interest, like, we want to target them first. We want to start, like, feeding them little nuggets that we're starting our business, right? People on, social media that have been contacting you. Hey, man, what do you do? I want to be a part of this. Those are the people we're going to target. That's the easiest ones to get right out the gate. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Next part of this is going to be all social media. So we're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work, get 7 to 14 different pieces of content created by utilizing some AI software. We want more things to be convenient. From there, we're going to show you how to set up podcasts and YouTube. We want more people to know who you are, what you're about, and the message that you're trying to convey. And then from there, we'll show you exactly how to advertise and market for Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So it's more than just randomly posting. There's very specific strategies and resources behind each and every one of these platforms. We'll take it all the way down to the hashtag use, page aesthetics, page organization, reels, storylines, call to actions, any intricate detail in any one of these platforms we cover, right? So like the newest thing right now, we just added here, Threads is like the hot thing for Instagram. So we'll show you exactly how to do that as well. Content creation made easy. This is just really cool editing features. It helps with your page aesthetics. We'll introduce you to Canva Basic, Canva Pro, Microsoft Designer. Really good for branding and logo creations. The 10K lead generation framework starts off with earned media. I want you to think of this as like inbound marketing or people coming specifically to you. So we'll give you specific strategies and resources to incentivize people to want to reach out to you first. A really cool example, cross-pollination, example of this, maybe you're partnered with another coach from across the country. Their audience gets to see who you are. Your audience gets to see who they are. So now we develop more followers. We have more traction. We can provide more resources, get more engagement, which could lead to a scholarship strategy, which incentivizes people to want to sign up with you sooner rather than later. It builds urgency and anticipation. Opposite of this is what we call conversation and calls or outbound marketing. This is you reaching out to individuals first. So a really cool example I'll give to you, maximize your local community. Okay, so as an example, I'm partnered with a local supplement company out here. I have all of my clients on specific supplementation. That supplement company gives me 30 referrals a month because I support their business through my clients. So anyone that calls me is a warm lead, right? Because they clearly have goals. Now, on the DM side of things, we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation to call examples, but more importantly, we show you exactly where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms, how to build and nurture these relationships, have more intimate one-on-one conversations, how to filter them through a WhatsApp group so that way they can speak to people that you already service or have serviced so they have a better indication on who you are and what you're about. The referral strategy, probably the easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers, ex-clients talking about how amazing you are. We show you strategies and resources to incentivize people to bring you referrals every single month without you actually having to ask. Any questions on that so far?
Wow, no, it all sounds good. Sounds great.
Awesome. Awesome, my man. Next part of this is going to be all sales. Okay, so we're going to teach you the #1 skill you'll ever learn, which is sales. We're going to teach you the sales psychology and how to maximize your sales capabilities to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a 10-minute screening call. You're trying to identify, can I solve this person's problems? Do I actually want to work with this person? If you identify this as someone you want to work with, we take them to the closing call. That's like a 60-minute call. You're trying to identify here, you're trying to lock them down as a potential lead. So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be an absolute game changer. Understanding how to create financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program, and then how to lock them in and develop standards and expectations. Now, whether you lock them in or not, we want to go back and track all this data. So we want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of term. So we give you our resources so you have predictable data every single month. Okay. Objection handling is going to be all the excuses someone tells you why they can't start your program. We give you over 30 different examples. So the more you can familiarize yourself with this, the easier it is to overcome those objections, get them to want to start sooner rather than later. Onboarding process, probably the most overlooked area by most coaches and trainers. This is someone's first 30 days in your program. This will make or break if people want to continue with you. So how do we create, how do we create energy that's high, that reduces buyer's remorse, setting standards, expectations, getting them resources in their hands within that first 24 to 48 hours, really building trust. And then client delivery is the fun stuff, the week-to-week process and how you deliver services. We just show you how to do this more efficiently by utilizing some of the newest software. We also teach you how to track client success metrics. We'll also go over communication styles. What do you do when someone ghosts you, they want to quit, they're not listening? It happens to every coach. It's inevitable. But how do we handle this if they've already paid for services? Oftentimes, these individuals want to feel like they're a part of something greater, right? So we want to create a large community feel. We also show you how to create more individualized touch points, also how to create challenges and gifts to incentivize people to want to get going and, get those world-class results. Last part of this here is going to be customer support. How to deal with cancellations, refund requests. What if someone needs to go on vacation for an extended period of time? How do we handle that? And then lastly, we'll go into client retention. How do we keep people happy for long periods of time and advance them to higher levels of your programming? So what are the strategies behind that? How do we track it? Cool. Do a quick little recap and then we'll answer any questions you got. Sound good?
Yes. Sounds
All
good.
right. So it's a 4-month program. You're going to have your customized game planning call. You'll have that one-on-one coach all 4 months. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls either weekly or bi-weekly, depending on what you feel is going to be best for you. We'll have one-on-one private sales coaching as well. You'll have that Facebook community and CEO trainings, a total of 6 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your 9 to 5, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming, the optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Do you feel like we missed anything?
No.
Cool. Now, I know I did a ton of talking, so I appreciate you paying attention. Out of all the stuff that you saw, what was maybe 1 or 2 things that really solidified this is the program for you?
So I don't like to rush things, but the timing is just magnificent on this. It doesn't take too long, it seems.
No, so I will be very 100% honest with you. This is paced for 4 months. So self-paced, right? Your coach is going to make sure, pending your goals, that we stay on a specific timeline for you to make sure that we're hitting those metrics, right? Now, yes. Creating your business, especially if we've never done this before, your first 4 months, you're going to be loaded with information. So you're going to have people guiding you, showing you exactly what to do. But is it going to take a lot of discipline and structure to do it? Yes, it's hard, right? But if you prioritize this and you're ready to actually leave that 9 to 5 and create the own lifestyle that you've always wanted for you and your son, this is definitely the route to go. Like literally 4 to 6 months, your life will be drastically different. And it all is dependent upon the effort and enthusiasm that you put out. If you're coachable, committed, and consistent, you'll have no problems. Do you feel like you got those 3 C's?
Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready, man.
Are we ready to fully commit to this?
Yes.
Let's do it, man. Cool. Now, I'm going to go over a couple different options with you, okay? So we have the weekly option. We have the bi-weekly option. The weekly option is ideal if you're brand new to this, okay? So that means weekly coaching. This gives us a better scope and you have additional eyes on your business. So if there's any holes in our armor, we're able to patch that up right away, okay? Bi-weekly is great too, but it's ideal for individuals that might have a little bit more experience that don't need as much, eyes on them, okay? Now, weekly, we have only 38 spots left because it's very limited on how many coaches can actually do weekly coaching calls. So this would be a great opportunity for you to lock in early on before those spots get taken, okay? But it's going to be totally up to you. Where you're currently at, where do you feel like you best fit in at?
Yeah. Weekly.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Cool. I'm going to share a couple testimonials with you, and then we'll go over next steps. Cool.
Cool.
All right, so this is Karina. Karina was making about 2K a month. You're making a little bit more than her. Okay. Her goal was she wanted to travel. She wanted to spend time with her kiddos. First tattoo indicates when she started NLCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. Yes, that's a real tattoo. That's how important this was for her. She quit her job in 4 months, but she was collecting 10 to 12K a month in literally 6 months. Now
Wait,
she's
what
making, huh?
I'm sorry, what does her tattoo say? It's kind of small here.
Yeah, this one says 8/29/20. This one says 12/16/20. So literally under 4 months, she quit her job.
Wow.
So in six
That's
months,
crazy.
6 months of being in the program, she's been collecting 10 to 12K a month on a regular basis. She's now making 15K a month. She works about 35 hours per week. So you mentioned that you wanted financial freedom and flexibility, and you wanted more time with your son. This is exactly what she's created. Now, you also mentioned you wanted no earning cap. This is Jen Richards. She's an IFBB pro. This is her husband, Darren. In 2015, she was a physician's assistant. Her goal was to quit her job, coach full time, which is your goal as well. She started her own online business in 2015 with another company. She could only get to 10K. She ended up joining us in 2021. We took her from 10K to over 100K per month. She's a 7-figure earner with a staff size of 12. So she has affiliates with First Form. She has a lot of different branding and things. She has all the bells and the whistles. So last month alone, she collected 150K in 1 month.
Yeesh.
Okay, pretty cool. Now, student averages, I mentioned this one earlier. 73% of our students sign their client in month one. On average, it takes them just 1 week to do so. So at the end of 4 months, people are averaging anywhere between 6,500 to 8K per month, which is greatly over what we're currently making, which is awesome. People are able to quit their jobs in about 10.6 weeks or just 2.5 months. And other students who do hit a 10K month, it takes them on average just 13 weeks to do so. So if we're brand new to this, I would say closer to maybe 16 to 18 weeks for you to actually hit this first 10K month for full expectations, okay? And then the students who stay with us for 12 months have 97 clients on their roster on average. Those individuals with 97 clients are averaging 366,000 per year. Now, at that point in time, you're no longer a one-man show. You could expect to average anywhere between 30 to 60 clients on your own. But if you're having 97 clients, we're going to talk about bringing on an assistant coach, maybe a DMer, running ads, things of that nature, okay? My main point is business takes a while, but I want you to see the long term of what we could do in 12 months, how big your business could really be. Okay. And our students right now are scoring the program a 4.6 out of 5. Any questions on the averages?
So is there a testimony on someone that had no like prior experience or no knowledge of any of this? Like
Bro, I got
no.
a ton of testimonials of that. A ton. So for instance, we'll start with Lacey. Lacey was worked as an ER nurse. She had negative 8381 in her account. She was going through a divorce and had 2 kids. So life was a shit show. All right. She got resourceful, figured out a way to get going. And within 6 months, she was hitting 10K a month. So this is someone that had no certification, no experience. Now she's actually a mindset coach with us, and she runs a 6-figure business.
Wow.
So we're talking about someone that was negative in the hole financially, but still found a way to make this a priority.
Wow, man. That's inspiring.
Karina, same thing. She didn't have experience. That's why I shared her with you. No training experience, was never a coach. I've had calls with people that were on assistance. Then like 2 months later, they're making they contracted 8 to 9K, which is amazing. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Now let's kind of go over any other questions, concerns. How we feeling right now? Where's our pulse check at? How we feeling?
It's confident.
Feeling good, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So
I have one question.
Yep.
So initially, I like to do like weighted calisthenics a lot.
Yep.
That's my preferred workout. So
yeah.
Do I go by? So the best way to put this question is, if I have multiple clients, do I put one source of topic in there and then they all gravitate towards that, or is it multiple, or do I do multiple for multiple topics of working out for multiple different people, or is it one specific one and they all come to that one? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, 100%. So you're going to customize the workout based upon the individual. So although calisthenics works fantastic for you, you might market that. So you're going to draw those type of individuals that maybe want to do calisthenics is great, even for beginner calisthenics. If they don't have gym access, if they, can't afford a membership, stuff like that, you can give them quick little tips and tricks to, get them a calisthenic workout. But say, for instance, if I'm a guy that saw your page and I want to work out, but I'm more prone to wanting to work out with dumbbells and barbells, you're going to write something that fits my needs versus your own personal ones, right? Because things work different for different people, right? Same thing with your nutrition. If someone hasn't been ever tracking macros, we don't want to start them with that because that's going to be overwhelming for most people, right? Hey, initially, let's start on how to build a healthy plate. If your goal is weight loss, I'm going to teach you how to build a healthy plate for weight loss. If your is muscle gain, I'm going to teach you how to, be in a caloric surplus with that. From there, we kind of probably transition to intuitive eating. All right, so now we're feeling more comfortable. Now we're going to teach you how to do intuitive eating. After you're starting to get those results and you're like, hey, I want a transformation, you can say, great. Now we're ready to take the next level of discipline and structure. So I'm going to teach you how to do macros, right? So now they're kind of bought into your system, but we're not pushing them into something so strenuous right away. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep. So everything is customized to the individual. So think about this. You're not selling anything. You're providing a solution to all their problems, right? So if you have someone that's with like terrible knees and they're like, man, I want to work out, but shit, it hurts just walking down the street. And you figure out a mobility exercise or stretching or a workout that's going to be, less strenuous on the knees, and you fix their problem, they're willing to pay any amount of money because you solve something that they've been in a pain for a long period of time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're good. Everything is customized. You mentioned that you want to have value. You want to create impact. That's how you do it. You customize everything to that unique individual's needs. So you play on their strengths, but we figure out what their overall weaknesses is. And we figure out how to downplay that, how to fix it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Are we ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
Dude, let's fucking go. Let's go. I'm
Yo,
excited. I got goosebumps right
Yo,
now.
for real, me too. I ain't gonna
All
lie,
right.
about like 2 minutes ago, I really did get goosebumps for real.
Yeah, I love this, man. So now, dude, we're going to talk about the best part. Okay. You were very open and honest about the finances. Cool. I got something covered for you. That's the easiest part for me. That's my favorite part to talk about. Okay. Because right now, all I need to do is find out a solution to your problem. And that's the finances. Okay. So there'll be a payment plan. There'll be a paid in full option. Okay. So payment plan means we figure out your budget. We put a down payment based upon that and spread the rest out over 4 to 6 months. Okay. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Okay. Now, no matter where you're currently at, I'm going to start from top and scale our way down. Okay. So you have all those options in front of you. And before we leave, we're going to figure out something that allows you to start today. Cool?
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
All right, my man, let's do it. So I'm going to give you the one based upon weekly coaching because I feel like I think we both agree that's essentially what we need to really get going, right? We're brand new to this. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So we're going to have, if you can see this, a payment plan of 10,000 or a paid in full option of 8,497. Okay. Now, we probably know that right now, paid in full, that's what a lot of people want to do, but most people can't typically afford that. Do you feel like paid in full is in your realm of possibility, or are we talking about more of the payment plan?
That the payment plan is gonna have to do.
Yeah, 100%. That's what 95% of people do. Okay. So an example of that, if we take the average amount down, usually on a $10,000 payment plan is about 3,000. You spread the remaining out over 4 months, your payments are just over 1,700. If we spread it out over 6 months, it's equivalent to 1,400 per month. Do you think that's realistic for you?
So 1,400 a month, the payment?
Yep. So if we put 3K down, that would take the rest of the payments down to 7,000. We spread the 7,000 over 5 additional months from the 3 that we put down. That puts you at about 1,400 per month.
So 3,000 down.
Mm-hmm. So your initial down payment, the reason we say 3,000, the reason that the average amount is the larger the down payment, the less reoccurring amount over the said months, right? So it makes it a little bit more manageable. Okay. So if we put 3,000 down, we spread the rest of the remaining payment out over 6 months, your monthly payment would be about $1,400, which is you needing about 3 to 5 clients, depending what you're charging.
That makes sense. It's gonna be kind of difficult getting 3,000 right now.
Cool. Let's not even worry about that. Not tripping at all. Let's take a pulse check. Let's pause for the cause. Let me ask you a couple questions. Are we still 100% in alignment with this is exactly what we want? This is what we need.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Are you 100% confident in your own skill set and ability to follow through and create impact for other people and yourself?
Yes.
So all that comes down is the finances, right? It's easy.
Yes.
All right, let's figure this out. This is easy, man. We're going to figure this out. Easy work, okay? Right. So we have what we call, I think the next best option for you is going to be the in-house financing, which is dope because it doesn't pull on your credit, but it allows us to spread those payments out over 12 months, okay? So if we're looking at the weekly coaching, we could essentially do, I'll look at my numbers. There's going to be a slight bit of interest up front, okay? However, if you pay off within the 4 months, which is your enrollment term, and we have the 2.5 times your investment guarantee in place. So let me pause on that too. Did you get to hear about the 2.5 times your investment guarantee?
No, not yet.
Okay, so this is huge. Whatever you invest in, we guarantee you will 2.5 times what you invest in, or you get 100% refund. So to be eligible for that, you got to attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard. A $10 one-on-one coaching call. So if you're going weekly, it means 4 in a month. If you're going bi-weekly, just 2 in the month. 1 group support call each week. Have no late payments. Charge at least the bare minimum suggested price of $250 or more for services. No late payments. Run a scholarship strategy within your first 90 days. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification. Okay, and complete the course to 100% efficiency. You do all that, show up and do the work. Guaranteed, you will 2.5 times what you invest in, or 100% refund. Year to date, we've helped almost 3,000 students. We've only had to return 1.6%. Okay, so that should give you some massive confidence, because all this comes down to your level of success is you doing the work. Just show up and do the fucking work. Communicate with your coach, right? Make this your plan A and your plan B. You can't treat this like a part-time job. Okay, you treat this like a full-time career, you'll get paid like one. Okay, we feeling good now, even better.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so if we do the weekly, okay, so it start off basically you break it up over 12 payments, slight interest up front, but if you pay off within 4 months, we honor the payment plan of 10,000. If you pay off in 60 days, let's just say you're out here crushing it, you paid off within 60 days, we honor the paid in full amount, so you save a shit ton of money. Which this incentivizes us, A, to get in for a much lower rate, B, it incentivizes us to get this thing executed within 4 months, and C, it incentivizes us to go ahead and go balls to the wall and hopefully pay off within 60 days, right? So again, much easier, more doable. So if you broke 12K down over 12 months, it's 1,000 per month, which is you like literally needing like I'd say still 3 to 5 clients just to be safe, depending on what you're charging. Do you feel like that's more realistic for you?
It's quite confusing because right now my account. So this is the question here. So right now, being straight up honest with all the bills that I had to pay Friday when I got paid, my account right now, I literally have $5 to my name.
Okay, cool. So do you get paid weekly, bi-weekly? How does that work?
Weekly.
Weekly. Okay, so you got $5 right now. Okay, so first of all, thank you for being transparent. It allows us both to work better together. Okay, so what I maybe would suggest then moving forward is there's a couple different things. We still have some different options in play. How good's your credit? Good, bad, great, amazing, awesome. What's it look like?
It's fair right now. It's with my financial situation, I have to. Right now, it's my credit card is maxed out. So, but my credit score is fair. It's like on the borderline of fair and good right now.
Okay, so you're probably like upper 500s. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, cool. So we have a different, do you have by any chance, well, first of all, let me talk about the other option that I want us to be, set you up for success in the long term. Okay. So maybe we start off with biweekly coaching, and as you're financially get into a better spot, we can upgrade into weekly coaching. Okay. So that's going to save, so that payment plan from 10,000 will go down to 7,997. Okay. Now, I know we've got $5, so there's not a whole lot we can do as of today because we don't want to be in the negative, right? But we do have an option that could be something that possibly get you in. Do you have a PayPal account of your own right now?
PayPal, no, not right now.
Okay, so your homework,
one.
yeah, I want you to go to paypal.com.
Mhm.
So go ahead, like, are you able to do it now while you're on there? I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, I could go there right now.
So go on to paypal.com and create an account if you don't have one already, okay?
And another thing I want to touch on with you is my car, what's that? My car note, my car bill, I'm 2 payments behind it.
Okay.
So they're giving me until I believe that's September 28th to pay off at least a portion of it. But next week I could hold off on that to put in towards this.
Okay. So we have a couple different options. I want to be 100%. I don't want your car to be repossessed or anything like that. Okay. So we got a couple different options. One, let's figure out if you get approved for this PayPal thing that I'm going to have you do. Secondly, I want to make sure that you're 100% confident that we have something coming in each month. I don't want you to be struggling. I don't want you to just rely on clients. Okay. Obviously, I want you to get clients right out the gate, but I want to make sure we have a little something coming in while we're trying to build our business, if that makes sense. Okay. So worst case scenario, we could always do course only, which is like under $1,000. So that's like $250 a month if we spread it out over 4 months. Okay. Gives you course access, but we don't have that one-on-one coaching. The guarantee is not in there because you're not having to hit the stipulations, right? But you could start off with that, and then pending how your financial situation goes, again, we can always upgrade to that bi-weekly or that weekly. Okay.
So is that will I still be earning clients doing that as well?
Oh, 100%. So you get the same courses that I showed you. You're just not having someone guiding you through it. It's completely self-paced.
All right.
Now, that would be last case scenario for you, right? I'd prefer you actually have some people helping you. I just want to make sure that you're 100% confident that we have money coming in to where you have your car. It's not going to get repossessed.
All right. That's cool. See. All right, I'm on the PayPal now.
Okay, so you're going to create like a username and password. If you've done that, great. Did you do all that?
Oh no, let me sign in now.
Okay.
Let me sign up.
Yep, sign up.
See, all right, so it says personal or business.
You're going to go personal.
All right, personal. Get started. Put my email in here. Next. Phone number. All right, next. All right, confirm your phone number. So they should be sending me a oh, there it is. It's 90413. 90413. All right, create password. Let's see here. Next. First name. Six five. There you go. 81. All right. Let's see here. Agree and create account.
Yep, this is easy work.
Yes, sir.
Easy work.
All right, so it says, what would you like to do first? Send money, get paid, or shop online?
Okay, so now you're gonna stay logged in, but you're gonna go to a different screen. You're gonna hit paypal.com/credit. Okay, so go ahead and do that.
All right.
Because now that we have this set up, we're gonna have you apply for PayPal credit. And the reason I'm having you do this is it's a soft credit check, so it doesn't affect your credit. But there's a possibility that you could get approved for a couple $100, maybe $1,000, whatever it is. I don't know if you'll get approved. It's worth a shot though. But if you get approved, we can use some of that to get you going sooner, right? And then it's got a 6 month interest free. So as long as we pay off whatever we're getting a loan within 6 months, the program itself is 4 months, so you'll easily be able to pay that off. There's zero interest. Okay.
Nice. All right, let's try it out. It's paypal.com/.
/ credit.
All right. All right. All right, here I am.
Boom. So now you're going to go to apply for PayPal credit, not the credit card, just PayPal credit.
All right, let me see. All right, apply now.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
And then it'll probably ask you like, what do you bring in a year? So we'll do this times 12. So let's just say you're bringing right around just over 40K a year if they're asking that.
All right.
Now, the thing with this is even if you get approved, it usually takes like, since you're brand new to PayPal credit, it usually takes like 24 hours. Like say, for instance, you got approved today. We couldn't actually use that. Well, it might, but I've seen it when I've used it before. If someone's brand new, it usually takes about 24 hours for it to actually kick in. Because we're going to have you, if you do get approved, we'll use preferred payment method, PayPal credit. And that's how we actually pay for some of this.
Nice. So
you'll know within like a couple minutes if you get approved or not, but it's totally worth a shot.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty exciting. It's annual income after taxes. I'm not too sure what it is.
You're just going to estimate. So if just say like 35,000. It really doesn't matter.
All right, and let's see here. I almost put my wrong social security number. Okay, let me make sure everything's right here.
100%.
All right, here we go. Accept and continue.
Yep.
See. Do you want to purchase payment security?
No, don't do that.
All right. Continue without. PayPal terms and conditions. Let me see. Let me see. So sorry, we couldn't approve your application.
All good, man. It was worth a shot. We don't know unless we try, man. Right?
Right.
Cool.
Right,
So
man.
that's just takes us one step closer to what we need to do. Not one step further away, one step closer. So your best options right now, you get paid next week. Okay. Your paycheck's going to be about $840. So we need to make sure that you're hitting everything that you need to hit as far as necessities. Like we don't want your car to be repossessed or anything like that. Okay. So we can use some of that money. But if we did that, there's another one called SweetPay. It's a third-party financing company. Essentially, to get going today, or to get going when you have that next week, we went SweetPay. Your monthly payments would be, to get going would be $618.79, and then your monthly payments ongoing would be roughly about $668, $670 ongoing. Okay. So with that one, you can always pay off early, but there's no like promotion. If you pay off early, you get it at this rate. It's already broken down extremely low. Okay. So that could be a really good option because if you're going that way, you still have $200 left over. I would strongly encourage you to maybe, I don't know if you do any Ubering or any like side hustles where you can get some income, maybe even asking friends or family that you're really close with if they would help support you. If you got people that really believe in you, like I know it's a hard conversation, especially as men to ask for help. But if we're talking about something that's going to change your life circumstances and they know they're going to get their money back because there's a 2.5 times your investment guarantee, you got to humble yourself and ask, right? Closed mouths don't get fed.
You're right. That's true.
Right. So it's time to eat, right? Like it's time to eat. So
Yeah.
I would try those different options, right? Other thing you could do. This might be a great one for you to do today, and then you can always get back to me. Go to your bank, call your bank, and ask them about a personal loan. Okay. If you get a personal loan, you could essentially do the paid in full amount, and your monthly payments would be smaller to your bank versus going through us. So you'd be able to pay off everything up front, but then you'd be making smaller payments to your bank, which is huge. So ask your bank about a personal loan.
All right. I could do that after our call.
So write this down. If you're going to ask for the personal loan, okay, there's going to be two different ones that I would ask for. Okay. So one,
I gotta find something to write it down on.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely find a solution to this
No, easy, man. This is easy work for sure.
for sure. This is what I want to do. Let's see here. Okay. Pencil. Bear with me here.
Of course, brother. No problems.
Look for something to write with here.
I'm assuming that was your son's room with the Spider-Man.
Yeah. You love Spider-Man, man. Yeah, his room is Spider-Man out. He's Spider-Man sheets, Spider-Man toys.
Yeah. Spider-Man's that guy, man. He's got that sauce.
Yeah, he does, man. You ain't lying. All right. I got the pencil and paper here.
Okay, so if you're going to your bank, if you want to go with weekly coaching, right? I would ask for the paid in full amount of 8,497. Okay.
All right.
That's going to save you a lot of money. Now, if you want to go bi-weekly coaching, I'd ask just for 6,800. Those are the two paid in full prices. Okay.
All right. The weekly is 8,497, right?
Yep. 8,497. And then the that's the weekly. And then the bi-weekly is 6,800.
My weekly 60. All right. So I never did a loan. So is this something that I get approved for, or is it like definite confirmed?
No, you got to ask to see if you'd get approved. So they'll probably take into different factors. So ask for a personal loan. It's not a business loan, it's a personal loan. Okay. And this is like basically like continuing education. So just ask for the personal loan covers a various different topics. So I'd ask for that. And then they'll probably see, I don't know if you're going to have to go into your personal bank. I'd call your bank like right after the call, see what their requirements are and say, hey, I was trying to see if I could get approved for a personal loan. And then, then they ask the amounts, then you can kind of figure out which option you'd rather go with. Okay.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
In the meantime, if you could even, dude, how Chad got started, I don't know if he's told you this, but in order to pay for his first mentor, he was recycling cans. Like if you're hungry enough, like there's a difference between being hungry and starving. There's a lot of
Yeah.
motherfuckers. There's a lot of motherfuckers that are hungry, man, but they're not willing to actually go hunt.
Yeah,
When you're
yeah,
starving, you will do some shit to eat, right?
fact. I agree.
So you got to leave this every single day and wake up on starving mode. Like, I'm fucking starving and I need this to survive.
Full on drive mode.
Full on drive mode.
The ambition, man. The ambition is legit.
So do whatever it is. Ask girlfriends, friends, families. Get that fucking bread up and let's go.
Right. The ultimate outcome, that's what matters, man.
That's
Do what
it.
takes. That's right. That's what matters.
Let's go. Now, if you have any
Gotta be with it.
questions, the number I text you from is my specific number. So if you have questions, shoot me a text, but I'll also be sending you over some resources just to get you going. Because I want you to leave this call as in like we've already committed. Like we're already in there together.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Confirm
Yep.
deal.
So I'm going to send you stuff that you can start doing on your own on social media, like 5 days to your first client. I'm going to have to send you that. Okay.
All right.
Let's plan for something for next week. We're going to get you going next week. So your homework between now is to ask about the bank stuff. Okay. But now I'm going to challenge you to come up with the bread between now and next week. What day next week do you want to link up? I'm going to text you on Wednesday. I
All
want
right.
that bread. Your challenge is to get that bread by Thursday or Friday.
All right. So
You have
that's
1 week, brother. 1 week.
so how much? What's the amount by Thursday or Friday?
So hopefully the bank gives you the paid in full. If we don't have that, the lowest amount down you need is $618.79. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me write that down.
$618.79. Now, ideally, if we don't have to go through that through us, your lowest amount down would need to be about $800. Okay.
Okay.
And then worst case scenario, we can get you going with just course only. Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. Repeat that again. The first one is
$618.79.
1879, and then what's the other one?
And then if you didn't want to go through a third party financing company, you only wanted to go through us, the lowest down would be 800.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So then I'm going to touch base with you early next week. I'm going to text like, yo, man, where we at with this course?
Yeah, man.
Like this is your challenge, man. So like I would take that personal and be like, oh shit, this dude is really seeing if I'm that fucking hungry. If you're hungry enough, you're gonna find some shit.
That's right, and I will.
Cool, man.
So,
I'm with it.
One more thing, right?
Yep.
All right. So what is the what is the payment, the full blown payment?
For the paid in full?
Yes. No, accumulating all this, the bill here, leading to what amount? What is the designated
so if
amount?
the 6,800 was for biweekly paid in full. So if you get approved for that and you pay us, you're done with the payments through us. You just pay your bank depending on what you guys set up, what arrangements you have set up for payment plans. However, if you don't get that, we're going to move into more of that 12-month, either weekly or biweekly payment plan. So for instance, the lowest amount down, if you didn't go through a third-party financing company, would be $800 per month. It'd be 11 payments of $800 per month. Okay. If you went through the Sweet Pay, which is a third-party financing company, it's $618.59 to get started, and then your monthly payments would be $668 for like 12 months.
All right, I'm just trying to write all this down here.
Yeah, I got you.
So the 11 payments of 800
Mm-hmm.
is to what now again?
The 11 payments, so it would be 800 down plus 11 more payments of 800 is for our 12-month in-house financing biweekly coaching.
All right, and that accumulates to $61,879.
No. So the biweekly, that's going to be more accumulative to 90s. That'll be accumulative to $9,600. The goal
Okay,
there is
okay.
to be able to pay off within 4 months.
No worries.
Okay, and that's for bi-weekly.
All right, all right. All right. So the other one is the 84.97. That's the weekly.
84.97 is a paid in full for weekly coaching.
All right.
6,800 paid in full is for bi-weekly coaching.
Okay.
So your 68 and your 6,800 and your 84.97 are the ones you're asking the bank for loans for.
All right, got it.
The other options are, if you don't get approved for the loan, our next best course of action.
Sweet. This is exciting, man. I'm fully in.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So I have another call here. I will send you over that information. I want you to implement that into your social media tomorrow. Start doing exactly what I'm telling you to do. Maybe you get some clients right off the gate after that. Cool?
Cool.
Let's make it happen, man. I'll be
Do
checking
this.
in with you. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to send you that stuff over tonight. I'm probably going to check back in with you Friday afternoon to see how things are getting started. Then I'll reach back out to you again like Monday or Tuesday to see where you're at. And then that way we can game plan what we need to do for either Thursday or Friday. Sound fair?
Fair.
All right, my man. Let's do it.
All right, man. Thanks, you. I appreciate it, man.
Of course, brother. Have a good day.
You too, man.
Later.
All right, bye.